Hello there, my beautiful souls. My name's Hunter from Hunter's Healing Heart. I'm a health, wellness, and ascension coach, helping you rise towards your highest frequency, vibration, and truth. And today, guys, we are going to be talking about failure, and why you need to make a beautiful, resonating relationship with it. And to start, guys, I want to give you a reframing, right? Because failure, society, oh, you're such a failure, you've messed up, you're broken, yada, 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 all these things. And society likes to focus on the things you do wrong. You could do a million things right, succeed, but that one thing you do wrong, people are blow up over it, right? And so with it, guys, there's so much in play for you to truly honor it, but instead of failing, you are testing your limits, right? And on top of that, you're building your capacity. Testing limits, building capacity. Testing limits, building capacity. And if you do that every day, test your limits and build your capacity, your limit is going to get stronger, more resonating. You're going to discover who you are, guys, because it's only when you are pushing and giving it your all, maximum energy, maximum effort. Life is too short, and you don't want to go through it wondering, what if I would have went a little harder? What if I would have chased my dreams? What if I would have put more time, energy into this endeavor? That is one of the worst feelings in the entire world, guys. You do not have time. 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 You have to execute, and you have to do it now. Do it now. Do it now. And fail. Fail spectacularly. Fail to the fullest, highest capacity. And I think a lot in my life, guys. I have failed in so many avenues, guys. So many avenues. I've failed with my physical health. I've failed with not taking care of myself. I've failed with my mental health in terms of depression, anxiety. I've failed with addictions. I've failed with relationships. I've failed in business. And it's through that, guys, you really discover who you are. And it's easy. Oh, I failed. I'm a victim. I'm a nobody. Or it's like, no, I'm somebody. This isn't who I am. This is just a part of my journey. And even though you guys see me as a failure, I know I'm not. And I refuse to be labeled as such. I'm going to learn the lessons. I'm going to grow, and I'm going to integrate, because this is part of my becoming. I'm testing my limits, and I'm building my capacity. Testing limits, building capacity. Say it with me. Testing limits, building capacity, guys. And it allows you to show up differently in new environments, new places, new opportunities, guys. And so I remember in high school there was a coach, and I used to have the biggest fear of trying to be perfect. And if I wasn't perfect, I associated with not being worthy, right? And so I wasn't my most truthful self. I put on masks, and then I had such a brutal relationship with failure. I wouldn't try. And it created so much frustration in the system, guys. And that, we don't want that. We don't want that. We're not cultivating that. And a football coach, his name was Coach Cujo. Phenomenal human being. He was a really good masculine mentor for me. And he's like, guys, football, you're going to mess up. You're going to make mistakes. You're going to forget your assignment. But you know what? In those moments, just give it all you got. I would rather have you fail spectacularly, fail with your full effort, than sit there, you're kind of second guessing, and oh, maybe I should go back to this, and I just don't know, because then you're not decisive, you're not taking action, you're not giving it your all. So fail spectacularly, guys, because in those moments, it turns out so much better, and that story really resonated with me. And so that is a big part of it, guys. And there's a lot of internal concepts that you need to really recognize with this. And then one, guys, letting go of the expectation, letting go of the big vision that you see, perfection, godlike performance, I'm a master. It's like, let that go. Let that go. It's great having that vision and something to aspire towards. See it, live it, breathe it. But then when you're actually in the moment, be present. And this is where intentions come in, guys, because expectations, it's control. It has to be a certain way, and there's more fear with it, right? Versus intention, hey, this is what I'm seeking, but I'm open to the possibilities unfolding, and if I'm not there, I'm not going to be so hard on myself. I'm not going to beat myself up. I'm going to honor the journey with love and compassion and progress, guys. Progress. And when you start doing this and honoring the tension, you're focusing on the now, you're being present, and you're giving it your all, guys. And through that, focusing on those things is a much better system of this success, guys. And a lesson that I learned in yoga when I was consistent, when I was showing up every single day, every day is different. Every limb is different. And so you have to honor where you're at on that day. And that means some days you're a master yogi, you're doing crazy poses, you're doing dancer pose, sweating on a Bosu ball, blindfolded, and you feel like a king, you feel like a god. And then there are other days it's like, holy shit, I did not sleep well, my hydration's not good, I'm lightheaded, I need to lay down for a few moments. And it takes so much courage and humbleness to just be truthful, honor your body where you're at, and then make the progress, guys. Progress, not perfection. Progress, not perfection. And it is never a linear path. You're going to have ups, you're going to have downs. But trust it. And part of this, guys, is the external world. When you fail, when you make mistakes, our society is so quick to focus on your failures, focus on when you do wrong. And a lot of other people too, they like calling out, oh, you fucked up over here, oh, you're out of alignment over here, oh, you did this bad. And it's like, what about all the good that I've done? You're missing all those moments. And I have a ratio of like 20-1 good things, and now you're focusing on the one bad thing that I've done. It is crazy, but that's how society works. And guys, especially if you get some recurring failures, people are going to view you as that because that's your track record versus testing my limits, building my capacity. Testing my limits, building my capacity. One more time. Testing my limits, building my capacity, right? And so this really needs to strengthen your belief within yourself, your conviction, your self-belief, your faith in God, and internally, guys, because the external world is going to crush you. If you put all your validation on what other people are thinking, or after you failed, it will annihilate you. You got to keep going, keep pushing, and this is where grit comes from. This is where tenacity comes from. This is where your highest truth comes in. How do you show up, guys? It's so easy to show up when life is good, is abundant, you have a good track record, everything's flowing, but can you show up in the failures, in the darkness, in the suffering, in the pain? If you could show up there when everything's falling apart, imagine how you will show up when everything is building. Woo! What much more potent, guys. Much more potent. And a part of this, guys, too, is identities, right? Because, after you fail, it's like, man, I'm terrible in relationships. My emotional capacity is awful. I am not physical in my body, right? Because that's what the external world is reflecting. Can you not identify with and say, oh, I had a history of being emotionally weak. I had a history of not honoring my body, but that's not who I am. So you're not allowing the external to dictate your internal truth. You still honor it. You're not delusional. You recognize it and you take ownership and accountability, but you don't over-identify with it, guys, right? And so, guys, I've talked about a lot of failures and reframing it and some of the internal beliefs and metrics that you need to really honor. So, guys, fail. I want you to fail spectacular. Fail in every single area of life. Fail in your relationships today. Fail in your finances. Fail in your career. Really go for it. Push. Test your limits, build your capacity. Test your limits, build your capacity, because that is who you get to see who you are, and it keeps on building and growing and growing. And then the success is going to come, guys. The success is going to come. It's going to be beautiful, vibrant, radiant. And then people are going to be like, oh, this guy's something. It's like, I knew the entire time as I was failing, because I love failure. Failure is beautiful. It is radiant. So fail to the fullest, guys, and just know you're getting closer and closer and closer to success. And it's all on you. I do offer one-on-one coaching for you guys to truly step into your fullness. I will guide you. I will honor you. We'll work with whatever you're bringing to the surface. We'll release the stuff that isn't serving you. We'll put the good stuff in. I'll hold you accountable for you to rise, let go of the failures, test your limits, build your capacities in every single area of life. And I will cheer you on because God needs your best, you need your best, and society needs your best. Always choose your light and empowerment. It all starts with you. Blessings and much love.